Hello, comrades. It's Premier River, and I am looking down on our brick factory. It doesn't look like much, does it? It's amazing how much if you just take away or change this Control G. I guess it just because it's not done. I won't zoom in on too many not done buildings from now on. How's that sound? But we are very close. We're just waiting on the last couple little bits of material. I'm not sure. As soon as I went to go and assign some of these things to be built, our brick factory slowed down greatly. I've actually taken out a couple loans, and I would describe us as, if we take a look, for those of you who are keen-eyed observers, like we're still, when I paid this off, which, let's see, if I click on this, yeah, see, we're at 110,000 basically. I'm sorry, I paid back 1,100,000. And it's really been like just floating right around there. So we really haven't made much headway as far as paying off the loan goes, which is a bit concerning to me. I would have liked to have seen that more, considering, you know, a lot of the stuff, even building this, we're making it ourselves. So what I'm thinking of is that we're getting more and more people in the economy, and not enough of them are really contributing to exporting anything. And it's what I was trying to say, I don't know, over the last episodes, but a few times in the last episodes, that all of this effort is great for our own construction purposes, but it's not really going to be bringing us in any money. So I think I would like to sort of start splitting our effort a little bit, which might not be a bad idea. And, you know, just to try to make sure that we're sort of maximizing out what we do have as far as exports go. So one of the things I definitely want to get built. So eventually here we're going to move away from doing this just all the construction up here. And this is the problem with that thing. So I want to build this because this is, we can have bricks fill up this a little bit, right? And then we'll have the prefab panels here. And then we're going to have the steel over here. And then if you remember, we built this whole thing. And the idea with this, for those of you who didn't see this, this is going to be our, quote, smarter export system. Well, it's going to be a little while before we do railroads. Certainly, like, to the point where we're actually dragging this stuff across the map. So what this is like, because we're making bricks, prefab panels, and cement and steel up in this area, that's a place for each of those. So what I want to do is start building these. And just do them in a plan that we're going to use them by truck. And then I'm not real sure. I don't know. I don't think we can get a truck to pick up from here. But if we can, that would be really cool. Otherwise, what I'm going to do is just have a truck sitting there somehow waiting to go get things exported. So having said that, one of the things we have plenty of right now is gravel. So I don't think assigning those is going to slow things down too much. I don't want to slow down the more important construction, right? But we'll get them to work on this road and this road. That'll chew up some of the gravel. But yeah, we really have to start considering how we're going to do this exactly. I'm not sure exactly which way it'll work out, but it doesn't matter. Not for the moment. So is that guy just sitting there? Yeah, see, so this is sort of part of the problem, right? We're going to have people coming here. They're not making any more prefab panels. It's not contributing. This is definitely becoming an issue too. They all get back here at the same time. Now, we did get this building built, which is good. Oh, look, we got the hospital. Let's cut down on the number of doctors just a wee tad. We don't need that many. There we go. So we'll have plenty of doctors and staff in the hospital. We should probably even consider, we have enough money for the moment, right? I don't know why you would ever buy, let's get them 2 ambulances over here, right? Just to keep them happy. And then the last thing over here, I don't know that we need it 100%, but we might before this building is full. There's only 80. And I don't know if I said this, but I did take some people out of Egg and Ham and put them in here. And other than that, we look like we're doing okay. I think that should have got rid of all the plus 21s. Yep. So we're doing okay. We're up to 1,800 people. And I really kind of like the way this looks. I don't know that we'd ever put too many more people in here. We do need to work out our rail station thing, but did we get all the stuff in here yet? Yeah, good. So now we just need people. And the power did run out at some point, and it's not being totally reliable. And the real problem is that we lost power to this fuel station, and because of that, like the whole thing spiraled into a death spiral. Yeah, see, like if this bus doesn't make it there and runs out of fuel, which it won't this time, oh, it doesn't have any workers. So, you know what I mean? Like if a bus doesn't make it there, we're just sort of toast because we just ran out of power. So we need to get that more reliable, which means we really probably need to get to the point we have rail and or cars. I'm going to just do this for a little while. So there we go. So what else can we do in the near term for getting our economy going? So we're going to start working on this, which is going to be part of our, what I want to do is I want to send trucks to fill up the different construction things a little bit further. So what I'm thinking of is we have this where we have anything but wood, right? We really don't need a ton of stuff unless we're going to start doing bigger construction. And so what I'm thinking that we would do is maybe just come in here, and if we put, yeah, see I don't know, oh, we have the old one. If you have the old one on here, don't ever take it off because the old one's better because it's got the road symmetry is very good thing in this game, right? Yeah, so let's do this. Right, and then right, this is, I don't know if you can still get to that old one or not, or just the fact that I have it on there. Right, so let's see, can we come out here? Yeah, I want you to go a little bit further though, and then I'm going to attach that. Nah. All right, so what that should let us do is either sit trucks here or give us a few more entrances to be able to have this be a little bit busier down here. And then let me come here, right, and that's all ready to go. All right, so we can have either trucks sitting here with the bricks and whatnot, or we can just have them come in and drop things off, and that just gives us a little more flexibility. We have a little bit of flexibility with this where we can have some gravel trucks. This is all filled up as it is, but we can start talking about building that. We have our bigger-ish construction office here. And then really, when we come down here and look, we are just out of crops. And, you know, short of having some kind of modded bigger farm, sowing, yeah, growing, how are we doing as far as... Yeah, see, we're really, you keep up pretty well. I mean, there's only... Like right now, there's 5 fields that are 100% grown, and that we have that number of tractors, of harvesters, right? So I think what I would like to do is think about where we would put another one, and I'm thinking we might just put it like right here, rather than taking out Lykov's house there. Though I think we might one day, right? But I'm thinking we just put a house right over in this region. Not a house, a farm. Now, do we want to stagger it a little bit? Like towards the road? I guess we could. Or do we leave it off with the idea that maybe we would expand and put more stuff here? Let's leave it parallel with this one. I don't know. Questions, decisions. Yeah, so let's start out with a big field. So what are we doing? 4 big fields. Let me zoom in. One way or the other, I want to get it to be sort of even with that one, right? Yeah. I'd rather have a little bit more room, I think. So might as well keep it kind of even with this. But let's leave it a little bit further apart so we can put a road there. How's that sound? Oh, no, you know what? These are going to... No, these don't have to stick out. I see. All right, so let's... All right, you can kind of tell... you know what? We wanted to put a bigger gap there, didn't we? Oh, we could actually have them come down this way. And it might not be a bad idea. So let's go ahead and get like a gravel road. Just that whole distance, right? And then, yeah, do we want to do this one a little different? Yeah, well, we'll turn. Let's put another gravel road. Yeah, that's a little awkward, isn't it? Yeah, we'll put another gravel road, like right. Yeah, do we want it to be right down the middle? Well, if we ever did get a train track in, I don't know that I'm worried about train track, but yeah, let's just put it right here. Kind of squeeze right past that one. Right, I don't know if we'd actually build all that. And then this one I will connect. And then eventually, you know, we could connect this up. Right, and then that sort of boxes this in so that we can then put in these other ones. So let's get this guy in here now. Road's not real straight, so maybe what I want to do is, you know, move this guy. Right, and then these would go, well, look, we'll get another gravel road. Well, let's just go this far. And then so I think this number of fields is working out pretty well, right? So that's my impression. All right, now we're going to come back here. All right, so that sets up where these need to go. So now in this area, we could put another one down here. Now all these connecting roads just can be dirt, by the way. They don't need to be, if I'm building them gravel, they really don't need to be. All right, so let's do the same kind of thing we did on the farm over here, where we have coming out. Yeah, we need to get to the farm things. Is it? Yeah, grain silo. Yeah, you know, I put that train station in there. I don't know that we're going to do that. Not that it matters. Yeah, let's put this guy like that. And then we're going to put the farm like this. And instead of doing that, yeah, let's take, we're going to put in road this way, right? Let's go a little bit further away. Yeah, you know, if we did that, no, I don't like that. Let's do this. Keep it a little bit tight because these are longer, and I don't want them sticking out like way too far. Right, and this guy can actually come off of there, and then we won't. That gives them nice long run ins, and then this can come. Say to there, and then we can put in the last two fields. How are we doing? We still have money. That's good. Right? Is that? I think that's pretty square to the rest of them. There we go. So kind of like the same thing, and then we want to get a one of these little modded fuel things. Gas station. Yeah, I think the small is fine. Like, reminds me of something that you would definitely tend to have on a farm, right? Right, and then all of these kind of things. Yeah, let's get back over to here and dirt. Right, we're gonna make that dirt. That I could have gravel, but like all of these connections could be dirt, which means really we can come up here. Yeah, I would leave those two connected, but yeah, like this. Could just be one for now. Yeah, well that will do dirt, because I just said that, right? I'll get rid of that. And then this. Just cut down on the number of road projects I've got going on. There we go. All right, so we commit to those two. Now, how's this looking? A little choppy as far as road projects go, but this one's one nice. Yeah, this didn't need to be attached. Kind of okay with that. You know what? Let's clean it up as we can. Just do, let's do this. No, you don't like that? Yeah, let's, it's not gonna like that. Alrighty, try it again. Right, so we come from like up here. There we go. A few less projects anyway, right? And then this one. Same thing here. Get rid of that, redo it. And I don't even know if we really need that road. And then this guy can get cut off here for now. Right? If we build another farm, we can always worry about that. There we go. So that does clean it up. It does make the projects go a little bit quicker. And then this needs to get out here. And do we want it to come over like this way, or do we want to bring it out into the regular road? Like, there's going to be a lot of crossing and a lot of busyness here, but I'm thinking maybe it might be good to, we can get rid of this bit. Right, would it be better to have it, and it won't make too much difference for construction purposes. Right, they'll have their own gas thing in there, and the gas is getting dropped off, and that'll just sort of funnel them over to like right here, where it would be the first place we'd want to drop it off anyway, right? So yeah, let's do that. All right, so that's going to be a big step towards getting us. Oh, you know what we need? We need power. Yeah, you know what? We're going to worry about power in a little bit, but you know, let's go make sure the rest of the world isn't falling apart. How's our plus 21s? No, we're doing good. We're doing well. All right, so speaking of how are we doing, let's just take a real quick look. A few older kids in the classroom. We have we have this full blown, so it's, you know, if we have a problem, yeah, is it because we're not getting enough students through? Let's unlimit this a little bit. Right, because maybe we're not graduating enough of these people. Right, it's possible because now that these are all filled up. And then how are we doing here? Well, we got 2 ambulance and patients, and you know, the big thing is making sure we're getting the educated. How are we doing over here in good old Reverville? Now, I did get suggestion from Yevgeny that he would get rid of all of this and put like, I don't know, make this a fancy island, which is certainly possible. I could see that. I'm not sure. He referred to a different island that was near him. I'm not sure what he means, but I might maybe take a look. I didn't look because we're so far off of doing too much like that. If I don't want to get rid of this stuff right away because, well, it'll be helpful, right? Like, why drag it across the map? But I can certainly see the point. Now, we also have a storage over here, and I was thinking we could possibly kind of do the same thing with this small storage. I mean, I know it's not a huge amount, but if we can get the extra parking spaces on there, maybe we can use this. Oh, yeah, there we go again. I like the old one. No, in this case, maybe we go with the new one. Yeah, see, the problem is it's never in the right direction. Do you know what I mean? Like, because it's not symmetric, it's just not an improvement. Like this one, I feel like I can make it work a little bit better. So let's make sure we can connect it. And then let's see. Do we want to go out? We could come from this way, I think. Yeah, probably be a little more useful, actually, to come from this way. All right, so as we build our way back over here, we'll build this, and then we can get... Here, let's commit to this action there. So then we can, start bringing supplies into here slowly but surely, one way or the other, as we're doing construction. And we could talk about a bigger construction depot, but what I'm thinking of is, do we do that like across the river here? Right? So we've got these smaller depots that'll let us keep building and moving supplies along. And then we'll have maybe another bigger construction thing over in this area, because this will be where our oil is. And then over up in these hills is a lot more oil, iron and coal. So I'm thinking this, could be a decent place to have something like that. It would be, or maybe right over here, looking at it a little bit closer. This might not be the greatest place for building a big city. It doesn't mean we couldn't have a depot right there, right? But maybe we want to have it close to where the ships would be. So maybe just right across here, we could have a construction kind of supply. If we build a bridge across there. And I still don't really know how the ships are going to work with those bridges. I need to figure that out. I've never done the boats before, so yeah. So okay. So now I guess the thing to do is, well, let's take a look at how our construction's been. And we're still okay, so now we're down to just working on these roads, which means we have bricks. Oh, another thing I want to work on. I want to work on this, because I think we're going to be better off getting this platform done and then seeing about getting a road or a footpath over to here. All right, can I get one? Yeah. All right, because then what I can do is not have that bus have to drive quite so far, and then we can do this. Nice. That building in the way. Okay, let's do this. Is there any reason you would go? Well, I was thinking of cutting across here to try to see if we couldn't do this building as well, but let's see, how far away are you? That might work. I hate to build this and then figure out it's not going to, but certainly looks like it should be able to go that way. Yeah, it's just a little bit awkward, but come on. Yeah, where's your... Can we do this a little bit better here, maybe? I really want this to be the shortest possible distance. Right. So we'll see. Hopefully they could walk there, because that would cut down on the number of buses we need. Now none of... Okay, no, we got attachments there, so that's good. Alright, so let's get that built and that built. We'll commit to these, and then we can get these assigned. Oh, good, that's just one big long thing. This one... Oh yeah, we can get it from the other side. Is there any reason we would want... No... I don't think we'd want it to attach this way. Alright, so if this would work, we'd be able to hit all three of these, which I like the idea of until we get the rail going, that we could balance that out a little bit. And it would really cut down on the length of the trip to get... See, these buses are kind of going all the way around there and in. And I'm sure this is going to work for the power plant, so we should be pretty good. We'll see what happens. Alright, so how are we doing otherwise? What do we need to do? Well, our money's dwindling down again. It's the story of our lives, I think. And we're going to start getting that built over there. So I guess the first thing to do... Well, we want to get this built too. I don't know how much I want to divide up my constructions. Or do we just go and get another construction? You know, at some point we can get a whole nother construction office going. Yeah, and then we're going to want... we can't assign that. Assign this, and this, and that. Alright, so that's quite a bit of work for those. So I don't know that I want to disrupt this one too much. But do we really want to commit to spending the quite, you know, it's going to be a good amount of change. You know, and for not a lot of huge benefit, or do we just stay patient and go from there? Like, and then I guess we need to get this going, but we'll get that built. So we definitely need a bus for that. How is our loan looking as far as... well, the owed is about where I was at the last time I paid it, and I still have 22 grand. So we did pay it down some, or will have paid it down some by the time I pay it off. And that's the other... Yeah, I would like to see that go down. Now, some of this, too, I want to make sure we're using up the materials quick enough, right? Because that's the other thing. The more I pave and the more we do, the better off we are. So having said that, I'm thinking that, well, yeah. Well, I'm thinking that we just get this built and then we start moving down. Like once it slows down, but boy, it would really be nice to get this going too, wouldn't it? Oh, heck, let's just go buy some more vehicles. Let's take out the loan, not to necessarily pay it off. The vehicles aren't going to cost us that much. There's no way I'm going to do this without at least doing this, right? So we're going to borrow, and then we're going to pay back 096709. Right? Good. That gives us a few bucks. Yeah, let's go ahead and get this guy. Yeah, we're going to want... Well, they got plenty of gravel here. This is what I'm thinking is we can... I really don't think it's going to hurt us to get like another dumper. Now, are we not able to buy the good dumper? This one, yeah, we're really kind of, I think, in between times when you can get a good dumper. I guess this blue one is not too bad. Or this one does 12 tons at 160 kilowatts. This one does 149, but it's a little bit... Well, this one's even faster. Yeah. Let's just get one of those, and we're going to get a bulldozer. Or do we get a... No, you know what? We're going to get an excavator, because I did feel the urge for another excavator at one point. All right, so then, there we go. So it's not much of a crew. but we'll start paving and then we'll start moving some things down, right? Is this, no, that is gotten rid of. All right, so we'll at least start getting them paved. That'll start moving this. We can, move things down slowly but surely. I mean, this whole construction crew's filled up with stuff, so we can start getting it down there. But I think we're better off just focusing on getting this built. Not that this is as critical, but, it won't be too long before we're going to move out of here largely. And then what I'll be doing is just assigning, like, these conveyors if we ever get to the point we have extra steel, right? So I could get some of these conveyors done, and then we could pull some of these other dump trucks off of running back and forth. And then we could, of course, talk about building a rail construction office and getting all this rail done. But I'd like to get, we need to get the economy going a little bit better again. So that'll be the goal for the next episodes. And how are we doing? Yeah, see, one person. Yeah, we really want to get this done. All right, how are we doing on it? Well, we've got people, and we need a little bit more concrete and steel to finish the next phase. This is all completed. We do have coal in here, and that's all we need. And we're going to need workers, and at that point, we're going to see if this is close enough. Are we getting... Yep, we got gravel there. We just need to get more people up into it. So let me pause it for a minute. I know we're pretty much at the ending time, but I'd like to just come real back for a second, and we'll do this together where we switch some of these buses together and see if we can't. As much as anything, I'll show you if this works, right? It's sort of on the limit as to how far they'll walk. I hope they'll go over there, and because I'd like to get like 2 or 3 buses coming to here for nice steady power, because that's pretty critical. So I will see you guys in a few minutes. Okay, there's a little race against time. I've let the money go all the way down so we can take a look at the loan together, but we're also I kind of forgot to get these guys assigned, these 2 roads here assigned before I started assigning these other ones. So I ended up canceling a couple of these roads, and then I noticed the money was going down, but then look, here's the buses. So the question was, could I get this done before? And then it's close enough, I think. So what I'm going to do real quick is pause. So let's take a look at the loan together, see how we're doing, because I won't show you that. Yeah, see, we're falling behind, because now we're going to have to pay 101 and 3,000 back, right? So our economy is not doing well enough to pay off our loan for the moment. Now we're doing okay, right? We're about break even, and I don't mind too much because we are building things, and we're moving forward. I mean, but it's that does help if you actually do that first, right? There we go. And I noticed sometimes this goes to 0, sometimes it doesn't. I don't quite understand, but I was paying it off earlier. Now, just as I was recording this, someone suggested that Death Dragon suggested that I do the new update in beta, and I would say no. I'm either going to do mods or I'm going to do the beta, but not both, because it's fine if your map crashes when you're playing, but with enough people watching the series, I'm nervous enough about the mods and them causing issues and problems that bring your game and your map to a screeching halt. But no, let's let the mod makers get a chance to get out there and fix the problems in the beta, and then hopefully we'll get updates to the mods before we even get any problems with any kind of a beta branch for this. And that's typically the way I do it and have done it. It's not just for this, because if you're on the beta branches of things, the mod developers don't even have time to check their mods out before you're getting the update, right? So you kind of have to be careful about those things. So no, it was either the choice to do mods or the choice to do the beta branch. Most of the last thing was all done in the beta. So, and I will take a look. Thank you for the summary. I haven't even read the whole thing yet because I was in the middle of making this episode. But I'll take a look at what it is. But I'm not going to be doing the beta branch. and this series is going to go on long enough. We'll get those things in. You know, it's going to be another, you know, weeks worth of episodes before we barely built that farm over there, right? We got plenty of time. We'll see when it comes into the real branch. But there we go. We're getting this built. So let's see. We should be able now to, yes, it is green. So they will go there, right? And they'll go here. They won't go here, but we got to get this little road finished right there. Did we really quit? Oh, no, we're going. Okay. Couldn't really see it. Didn't look like it were making much progress there. So we'll get that going. So let's track down these buses. We have this bus here. Let's go. Let's do it this way. It'll be easier. So we should have 4 buses, or 3 buses at least. Right? Because we're going to replace that. And then we have 3. And then we have this one. Right? And that's it. All right, so now let us, well, this is the bus that's going to here, so it's arguably the least important. So let's set him to go to here. Get rid of that, right? Is this the, yes, platform small. We're just going to get out workers. Right, and then hopefully we can do this in such a way as to not cause... Yep, there we go. I think we're done here. All right, so now what are the... So we want 75 workers in the bricks, 20 in there, but I always want to make sure we have enough in those other 2. Like, I think, you know, 33, 33, and 33 is actually fine for me to start, to be honest. I'm going to take this off just for the sake of it. Not that that'll ever be an issue right there, but... Yeah, let's do that. And I guess the only other thing to do is to try to get these somehow spaced out, which I don't even know if I'm going to bother. So is this... Yeah, let's... this is the one that's got the new route, right? Yeah, so now... Well, I guess we'll just give them all the same route. Where's this guy? This guy's up here. Right? Yeah, so there they go. So hopefully they'll end up a little bit spaced out there. And hopefully we don't run out of people. And let's just see if... Did this guy actually get people? Yeah, 5. That's not overly impressive, but it should be enough to make a brick anyway. So we can call it an episode and say another brick in the wall of progress. Are you impressed with that title? I thought of that all on my own. Hey. Like I said before, not going to quit my day job and become a comedian, that's for sure. All right, so here we go. So let's see. Do we get... Yep, there's one guy who's going to go fire up the brick factory for us. Yep, accurate graphics, too. One person. Now, is that actually enough? Yeah, look, he made a brick. He made a stack of bricks. Good. Yeah, and see, this is the balance thing I was talking about, is it? As this increases, that increases. But that's fine. We now have bricks. We could actually technically take this guy off of here. Right? Bricks. I want you to go to here to get bricks from now on. Right? Good. Yeah, he's going to the prefab panel. Boards, he's getting from there. Steel. Yeah, so expect in the next episode that we'll... There we go. There's a bunch more people, right? And with 3 buses, that's going to be... probably too many people, but that's okay. For now, I'm okay with that. We might cut that back down to 2 buses because I don't want to. Nah, this guy still should have buses. We'll see. I just really want to make sure we get enough people to that power. I don't need to have those problems. Did I shut this power buying off? I forget. No, let's shut the power buying off because it seems to have been, when I was sitting over there, pretty good, and I feel a lot better about this situation here as far as that goes. So there we go, guys. We have bricks, we have prefab panels, we have steel, and the only remaining thing is cement, but I think we're going to kind of prioritize this crops before. How is that guy doing? Oh, look, he got that done. See, you probably laughed at my little tiny construction office, but when you think about it, all they have to do is haul stuff. Now, we should talk about getting them more stone over here eventually, right? But hey, look, it's working. And then I did look at this and think, you know what, we should probably do... Let's get rid of this real quick, and then I'll say goodbye. Right, this. this. And then this could probably just be, you know, like a standard little dirt road. And then why don't we could now pave that one. All right, so we'll assign that to get done. Right, because that, even if they do come out here, that's fine. That makes sense. Make it a little bit shorter trip to the gravel now that this is completed. All right, well, there you go, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. We will get a new farm going sometime. I'll probably come back relatively quickly. Not a lot of time between the episodes. You know, we need to keep an eye on our plus. Oh, look, we got plus 21s. Let's go take care of that. I almost said goodbye. Yeah, you wouldn't. Yeah, no, that's good, though. I'd rather have the extra people. As a matter of fact, you know what? I'm just going to yank some out of here and here. Let's close that. I really didn't move too many out the last time because I just wanted, like, we didn't have the, well, I wasn't too worried about the hospital, but we didn't have this extra kindergarten there, and I was worried about other things. So yeah, we're going to take a bunch out. That was like 6 shots from that one. So that should buy us a fair amount of time. See, the other thing that happens is that if you move them all over at once, like they all slam into the stores and stuff. Now they should be able to get to. Yeah, they're not. Oh, unable to get food. Well, that's just because I plopped a lot of people in. I should have checked, but I think they were happy. Right? Yeah, we might even consider another store over on this side of town. Can they get to that? Right? Oh no, they can't. That's a problem. Yeah, there's no. Yeah, no, that's definitely going to be a problem. Oh, wait, let's make sure. Yeah, because none of these are stores. This is doctors. That. Yeah, I need to get another store going. Though I really don't need another store, if you know what I mean. How close are they to getting... Boy, look, they're just not... Yeah, I'm thinking if I could even... Let's just try one thing real quick. We'll just pay for it, because now I'm going over on the episode. Like, right, if I just did like this... Yeah, we'll pay for it with rubles. Right, can you now get there? No. It's just too much of a walk around the... I wonder if let's just keep cheating. No, 266 to get to there. Now, do we have another... No, that's not gonna... I mean, we could do like that, right? All right, let's see what happens. Oh, come on. Now, the other thing is, this is kind of like a loop around the whole thing, too, huh? Yeah, I mean, it's a shame there's no walkway like here, you know? That's the zoom thing happening. I mean, I could do this, right? And that would cut down on the... Hey, look, they can walk to the store now. Now, that's weird, too, because look how it went down to 244. Why did this go down to 212? Remember that? Like, this was at 266? I don't know. That's kind of weird, the way that distance changed so much. I was going to say, that's... Yeah, well, good. All right. You know what? Like, that makes me happy. Now, can this guy get there? Yes. Yeah, he could get there. 303. See that? All right, well, good. All right, that was enough messing around at the end. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. And, you know, do we still have power? Yes, wonderful. We're building up our little brick supply here. So in the next episode, we'll get some more of this type stuff done. And we'll build some of these storages. Let me just get some of these roads built over to the storages. And then we'll go from there. All right, guys, I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.